Hey everyone, let's have a quick revision of what we have studied so far in this chapter number 2 of class 10, that is Federalism. Alright, let's go. So, in the quick revision, we are going to start with Federalism is a system of a government in which the power is divided between the central authorities and various constituent units of the country. We have studied before as well that federalism is basically a system of a government in which power is divided at the central authority and various constituent units of the country, whereas central government basically is the government which is at the entire country level, and the state government is basically the government at the level of provinces or states. Okay, let's move ahead. What we have: unitary state is a state whose organs are ruled constitutionally as one unit as central legislature. Okay, basically unitary state is a state whose organs are ruled constitutionally as one unit, and independent states coming together on their own to form bigger units are called coming together federation. We have read about it as before. We talked about it, USA, that how these independent states will come together to form a bigger unit, that is known as coming together federation. And India is a holding together federation example, where bigger states divide their powers among themselves, among their different states. So India is an example of that holding together federation, in which a whole bigger state divides the power into small constituent units or small states, and then that's how they together form like they hold together basically. That's why it is known as holding together federation. Moving ahead, the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India defines a specific allocation of powers between the union and the state via 3 lists, and we have talked about these lists, that are union list, okay, then we have state list and the concurrent list, and the basically those subjects which doesn't come in these 3 lists are known as residuary subjects, and the powers to make decisions on those topics are known as residuary power. Okay, so the 7th schedule of the Constitution, that is India defines and specifically allocate the powers between the union and the state via 3 lists. Okay, this is union, state and concurrent. And talking about the decentralization process that takes place at rural local government and urban local government. Rural local government, that is also known as Panchayati Raj, in which each village or a group of village in some states has a Gram Panchayat, and above them then we have a block level, okay, that we also call Panchayati Samiti, and then we have a Zilla Parishad. That's how it takes place from, we can make it like this, Zilla Parishad, and then we have Panchayat Samiti, and then we have this Gram Panchayat. Okay, so this is how the whole structure of rural local government in India takes place. And then we have urban local government, which consists of Nagar Panchayat, municipal bodies and municipal corporation. Okay, and we can talk about it like this, how mayor is basically the political head of the municipal corporation. Okay, so that's how the whole process of structure of rural local government and urban local government takes place, and how rural local government has, this whole decentralization process has certain benefits and some limitations as well. That benefits could be that it provides representation to women, it gives representation to SC, STs, and how the takes place in the scenario. We have around 36 lakh people as elected representatives at Panchayat on the local level. That's how this is one of the advantages in some way. Then we have women representation when also constitutional status has been given to the local government, right? But in the limitation criteria, we do have certain limitations as well. The elections are not elected regularly basis, and they have to suffer a lot because the powers has not been distributed to the local government. Like, they don't have their own, specifically their own powers of their own for making all revenues of their own. They have to take powers from the state government, and these have to be, and it varies from state to state. That's why it's quite difficult that how it has to be allocated and everything. So these are certain limitations and the positive outcomes of decentralization. But somewhere about our country, the decentralization in our India is one of the largest ways through which democracy has been propagated in the whole world, by giving representation at the local government as well. That's how we are able to, this is one of the largest democratic steps that has been taken in the world. That's how we can say that federalism and decentralization in India, and the federalism who in our country has played a very important role in terms of act as a spirit of democracy for our country. All right, so we got to learn a lot in this chapter, and we will read more in the next chapter that we have, democracy and diversity. Till then, I will meet you guys again in the next chapter, in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.